Happy December, everybody. It is officially the last month of the last quarter of the last year of the decade. So I've got here our third quarter market pulse report that we get every year or every quarter because we participate in it and we're part of the IBBA and I'm a CBI with them. So we get this every quarter, and I wanted to go over it with you guys because there's very valuable information here, and it's very helpful to someone that's going to be selling their business to have the data available. So let's start with, in the third quarter of this year, the top reason people sold their businesses in the $500,000 to $50 million range was retirement. Which, no surprise there, with the baby boomer generation getting older, retirement's going to be a leading cause of sales. So, no surprise. So, moving on, driving down valuations is, we keep track of the things that cause the value of businesses to go down over time. So, 53% of business brokers believe the biggest concern affecting business valuations in the US is talk of recession. Not recession, not trade wars, not anything else. It's talk of recession. See, value is all in the mind. It's all subjective. There's blue sky, there's things like that. When people think things are going bad, they act like things are going bad. So 53% of the brokers think talks of the recession are driving down business valuations, which means valuations are going down. So, what's the leading reason businesses don't sell? Unrealistic value expectations remain for the sixth quarter the leading reason businesses don't sell. So you've kind of got a perfect storm there. Talk of recession means people are valuing the businesses they look at less. But on the other side of it, sellers are valuing them more. The next statistic here I got, the next one's great for you guys. So, unrealistic value expectations. The final price is a percentage of asking price. In the under $500,000 market, most sellers are getting 78% of the starting listing price. In the $500,000 to $1 million market, they're getting 87% of the asking price. In the 1 million to 5 million, I'll just lump them together because they're really close. Looks like they're getting about 90% of their asking price. And then you got, here's the standout. If you're in the $5 million to $50 million price range, it was 112% asking price was the average. Now, so it's a big business. You can sell that to anybody. You're right. I can sell that to anybody, but there's another reason for that. So here's the next stat, and this is the reason why the over $5 million market is doing better than the rest of you. Formal planning prior to engagement. 83% of business owners in the less than $500,000 market conducted no formal planning prior to putting their business up for sale. 1 in 3 of you had a plan for how you're getting out of your business, and you're getting 78% of your asking price. In the businesses in the $5 million to $50 million market, only a third of them did no formal planning. See, 2/3 of them have a plan for how they're going to get out, how they're going to transition, how they're going to sell, how they're going to exit. 2/3 of them know what they're doing. And in that market range, they got 112% of the listing price on average. Think about that. When you don't plan, you plan to fail. And the numbers point that out every quarter. This stuff's pretty much a repeat for me. This first video I've done for you guys. This stuff, quarter after quarter, is about the same thing. People think the economy's going down. You know, the news say everything's great, except everything's not great because trade wars and all this other stuff. When people get scared, they don't spend as much money, so valuations go down. But business owners are still, for the most part, doing all right. So they think the value should be higher. That's why you need a professional to negotiate your way through that, because we can take the comparables and we can take the real market data and we can give you an actual true price instead of coming to you and going, oh, we should absolutely list this high just so I can get the listing. You know, we're not the kind of guys that want to come to you and go, hey, you know, this ain't going well, we should drop the price, unless that was part of the plan all along. But think about that, that's off subject. 83% in the under 500,000 market. No formal planning, no idea what they were going to do to get out. They just decided, hey, I'm done. And they're getting 3/4 of what they're asking. But the ones that are planning are getting 112%. And the final one I got for you guys, average time to close. So you list your business to the day you get a check. The average time is 8.2 months. So when you're planning, I always tell people 6 to 9 months is about the average. 8.2 right there. If you're under 500,000, the average is 6 months. 500 to 1 million is 8 months. 1 to 2 million is 9 months. 2 to 5 is 8 months. And if you're one of the big boys in the 5 to 50, you're averaging 10 months to sell your business. So there you have it, guys. Just a little data, because the world runs on data, business runs on data, sales runs on data. Because if you don't know, then you don't know. So now you know. You guys have a great week.